Today I'm going to show you how to make a very quick and easy papier-mâché paste like this one here, using just flour and water. You do need to have some heat, so I've put my camping stove in, but you can do it over a cooker. The ratio I tend to use is 1 part flour to 4 to 5 parts water, but there's no hard and fast rules with this. You want to make, because it depends on the kind of time of year, the humidity in the air, the type of flour you use, so don't feel you have to stick to, exact quantities. And what you do, or basically, I'll show you first actually, and you can use any proportions. So if you're making a large papier-mâché, you're doing a big class group, you can use kind of a cup for your measure, or you can use baking cups like this. I tend to use little coffee scoops when I'm just doing small projects, although this makes one of these scoops makes a half of this bowl full of papier-mâché paste. So what you do, you need a saucepan. Don't worry, you can use any saucepan because you're using products that you generally cook with, and you put about a scoop into your pan. Oh, left my wooden spoon over here, there we go. And then you add a little bit of water to it. Remove this papier-mâché and mix it in until you get until it's all mixed in and you get a kind of quite a watery paste and all the lumps have gone. Okay, so here we go. I've got a paste. There's a few lumps in here, but that doesn't matter. I can kind of get those out. And then what you need to do is you need to put this onto the heat. My flour out of the way. Okay, you want it on a low heat because you don't want to cook it slowly, so I'll turn that down. Okay, so I'm just going to heat this and keep stirring continue to get the lumps out. And what will happen is this will very, very quickly start to thicken up and kind of form a roux, a bit like you get when you're cooking a white sauce. Okay, so very careful to show this now. It's gone quite thick, quite lumpy now. I'm just going to cook it a little bit longer, and it will kind of almost a bit like making Play-Doh. Okay, so I'll just show you that there, making sure I don't burn myself. So that's now cooked together quite lightly. So now what I'm going to do, and it starts to change as well from being white to a kind of translucent colour. So I'm now going to add a little bit more water and thin this out. Some people use a little metal whisk. There we go. If it goes lumpy, don't worry, or you can use one of the hand blenders and that will blend it up. And you keep adding water and getting the lumps out and stirring it until you get a nice white sauce consistency. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, so I've got kind of quite a nice sort of thick custardy white sauce consistency. I'll turn this off now and I can show you. Move this over to one side. There we go. Okay, so I've got now a nice translucent glossy sauce, or paste should I say, which I'm going to pour into my bowl here and leave to cool. Now this will store for a few weeks in the fridge. It does get a skin on it, but that's fine. You can kind of just squeeze that with your hands when you put it on your balloon or whatever you're using. But this is one I made earlier, and this makes you just dip your fingers in and smear it over your balloon or whatever else you happen to be making. Very simple, very easy to do, and makes a very solid papier-mâché structure.